Hey y'all, welcome in. I have an update on the story. If you have heard about it, what happened in Tennessee. If not, there was a massive explosion at a military facility in Tennessee, and they are saying 19 missing so far. Haven't really given a number on the deceased other than to say that there are fatalities. So I wanted to come in and do this news story real quick. Okay. So this happened this morning. They say this is the second in nearly 12 years at this Tennessee explosive manufacturer. This is in Bucks, North Tennessee. Emergency crews continuing to search for survivors following the deadly explosion at a Tennessee explosive manufacturer in Hickman County on Friday, October 10th. As of noon, authorities confirmed multiple people are dead after an explosion at Accurate Energetic Systems near Bucks North. This is not the first time an explosion has occurred at this facility. Back in 2014, April, one man was killed and 4 others were injured during an explosion at the plant. I have a video here and on the other clip and also update as well. So let's take a look at this. Well, it was queued up.
We are digging into what sort of explosives this plant makes and its decades-long history in Tennessee. Amber Jayamp is live in studio with a look at what she's uncovered. Amber.
That's right, Amanda. So we know this is not the first time an explosion has been reported at Accurate Energetic Systems. So back in April of 2014, one man was killed and 4 others were hurt during an explosion at that manufacturing plant. And take a look at this video. This is during that incident. The explosion, it happened at the back of the building, causing some extensive damage. Now, at that time, the Humphreys County Sheriff said that the incident happened where gunshot ammunition is housed. And that explosion also sparked 2 fires.
And again, that's in 2014. Fast forward to now. Hold on, y'all. I don't know why this is not showing. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's stop sharing. I don't know why that didn't share. So let's go over to the other one. Okay, let's back up.
We have breaking news right now. 19 people are missing. Multiple people are dead or hurt after an explosion in Hickman County that happened this morning at a plant that makes explosives. Emergency responders are sharing the latest information about search and rescue efforts now.
It's 36 years. I'm trying to be mindful when I talk to y'all today and do this. I'm trying to be very mindful of our families and our victims. Okay? So please be patient with me on that. All right? Y'all ready? Everybody ready? All right. So at this time, we have been able to confirm that we do have 19 souls. That we're looking for. So, excuse me, I ask you to keep in mind those families. This is probably one of the most devastating sites. I think Sheriff Kraft and I was talking about. It's probably been one of the most devastating situations that I've been on in my career. As far as the scene goes, we do feel that the scene is secure. We have ATF, FBI that are handling the scene as far as the investigative part, trying to figure out and recreate or figure out what actually happened to cause this. Do I see a short-term explanation? No. Do I see us being here for many days? Yes, I do see that. We've got we've got the bomb squad from Metro Bomb Squad here. I don't really want to get in to start naming all the agencies. I'm scared I'll miss somebody. We've got TBI, Bomb and Arson here. They're all working together. It's one of the things that I'm very happy to see is all of these agencies. It's not just one, but we've come together and we're making the very best team effort that we can to move forward. Please keep in mind that these families, and I've said it up front, I said it to start with, that's where our thoughts and prayers need to go right now. And we've just got to take one day at a time or 1 hour at a time. We're processing things. We're finding out more information. We're trying to figure out, maybe the cause of this. There's not going to be a short explanation for that. I know I may have repeated myself there a little bit. Forgive me, but we're all tired trying to put together the best effort we can and remember the families and who we're working for. I do want to touch on Accurate Energetic. They are here with us. The facility's here with us. They have discontinued operations. They're focusing on their families, their employees. They're focusing on the next things that they need to do to try to make everything best for their people. We've got critical incident folks on the scene. I'm just sitting here trying to think through the scene. We got the critical incident people here for the families as well as some of the first responders. For those of you that don't know, it was about 7:45 a.m. this morning that this explosion happened. We had a really amazing response from the first responders, fire. And here again, I commend those first responders because it was multiple jurisdictions. They worked together. They got the situation under control very quickly and safely. And when you see or you pull up to the things that they were seeing and doing and having to do at the time, they done very, very well. And anybody any questions?
Sir, you mentioned the word souls earlier. Can you tell us how many people have lost their lives?
I can tell you that we've had, there are fatalities. Do I want to put a number to that? Because I always, and those of you that have known me in the past, always wish for the best. Is there a possibility that somebody might be injured somewhere or somebody that we don't know about? Yes, I can tell you right now that we're looking for 19 individuals. And a lot of times when I have this types of situation, I refer to them more than just a person. They're a soul to me. So I can tell you that we're missing 19 souls right now.
Sheriff, I was wondering how many people were working at the time and how many people were taken to the hospital.
I don't think there was, I think 4 to 5 individuals that was taken, maybe even by POV. I can't talk about the ambulance part of that. And forgive me for some of those early questions and not being able to answer them. We've concentrated so hard on getting the scene secured, getting things moving, taking care of basically the security, getting the personnel that we need here that I can't answer some of those early questions. So forgive me for that. I don't want to give the appearance that I'm avoiding that.
Have you had a chance to see the building and can you describe it?
Can I describe the building? There's nothing to describe. It's gone. it's again, it's the most devastating scene that I've seen in my career.
Sheriff, do you know what kind of work they did in that building specifically?
I do not, ma'am. I do not. I'm not familiar with day-to-day operations of that.
I see a lot of family members are waiting. Are they waiting for confirmation about if their family member is missing or hopefully to get about their family?
We have communicated with the family. We've done it twice. We wanted to get some solid information because we was sliding a little bit in information that we were receiving and from past experience from the flood and those kind of things, that we wanted to make sure that we had the information, the correct information that we needed to talk with. So yes, we have spoke with families. Accurate Energetics is taking care of those families and trying to do everything that we can to comfort them and get them the information as quick as we have.
I know it's early in the investigation, but does it appear if it's accidental or intentional?
I can't answer that. And it's something that's a good question. And the reason I say that's a good question, in law enforcement, we have one opportunity. And that's the reason why you see a lot of things that we have to do in law enforcement. We have to make the worst assumption. We have to make that and prove it away that it is an accident. So we only have one chance at the evidence. We only have one thing or one chance to be able to do the things that we need to do. And we're going to be slow, methodical, and diligent and do everything that we can to make sure this is what it is. And there again, we're working for those families and those people that were in that building to make sure we get, if they deserve justice, we want to be in a situation that we get them justice. And that's how we have to approach these situations.
And there was another report that there was a destructive explosion in 2014 in the same building that was operated by Rio Ammunition. Can you confirm that and tell me if there's some kind of threat going on?
Rio was on the facility. That did happen here. I was here during that time. I don't believe that it was that current facility at all. Yes, ma'am, you had a question.
That was my question, is do you have any information about a previous explosion at this facility?
You have to remember, this is a huge compound, and there's a couple of different businesses that may operate within this facility. So I don't want to get into too much to the operation of the facility because they are a very delicate operation, and we have to maintain that.
Sheriff, I had heard some comments earlier about fallout outside the campus area through the blast early on.
Yes, sir.
Is that something you can
There may be some debris that went over the fence. I don't think that we're too far from one of the property lines, and there may be some debris that's on another property here.
Sheriff, you said the scene was secure. Does that mean it's stable and first responders have been able to access this?
It means that the scene is stable. The ATF and the FBI are.
At 7:45, was the plant up and running, or were people just arriving for work? Do you have any idea?
I believe the plant was up and running. Last question.
Have you been able to speak to any families directly, and if so, what are you telling those families?
We have spoke to the families directly, and we told them that we're going to be very transparent with them and get them the information and try to answer every question that they have the best we can. It's again, it's going to be a very slow process. Sheriff Kraft, do you want to?
I agree.
May I ask you a favor? Would you repeat that louder, please?
A lot of different departments are showing up here. Did you guys contact them, or did they contact you?
We contacted them. I think Sheriff Kraft and I both got information about this very quickly. I don't mind telling you from the prior experiences here with the Rio and the questions that y'all had, I immediately picked up the phone and called Commissioner Long, and I said, this is what I've got. This is where I'm going, because we are in a bad cell range. We are in a bad location, and Commissioner and I are personal friends, and he helped me get the agencies here that we needed and rapidly. So that was one of the things that I'm very thankful to him for that and that relationship as well. All right, last question. I think I might have said that. Anybody?
Sheriff, I'm curious. I mean, after Waverly, tragedy, another tragedy. Just talk about the beginning, but just how are you feeling? How's the community doing after another tragedy like this?
My friend, I can't answer that, and forgive me for saying that. I can't answer that right now because he and I and the people from this facility, Mr. Stinson, we've concentrated so much on what is here right now and getting this stable, secure, and taking care of the people here that I hadn't.
Okay, let's see. All right, so I think I have on here what this plant actually does. I'm trying to pull it up. Okay, so they have 8 buildings on site. This happened at 7:45 a.m. If you're just coming in, this happened in Tennessee this morning, leaving multiple people dead and 19 others missing. The video from the scene showed damaged vehicles and charred debris scattered around the area. And as I just heard someone ask about debris being blown over the fence and stuff. So everything right now is a crime scene. 4 or 5 people were taken to the hospital. And he also added that he and his team had been focused on the scene and might not have the most up-to-date numbers. And he doesn't like to put numbers to it, he said as well. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be hard to put the pieces together, so to speak. He said this is one of the most devastating scenes that he had ever seen in his career. Someone asked him to describe it, and he said, "There's nothing to describe. It is gone." The cause of the explosion was not yet known. They are investigating. They have multiple agencies there: Federal Bureau of Investigation, Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives were on site. He also warned there could be continued small explosions at the site. Hickman County Advanced EMT stated that emergency crews initially couldn't enter the plant because of continuing detonations because it carried ammunition in there. So let's see. Someone said they thought the house had collapsed with them inside of it. So I guess that's somebody who lives close by. And I'll hit play on that in a minute. So Accurate Energetic Systems specializes in development, manufacture, handling, and storage of products and explosives for military, aerospace, and commercial demolition markets. And that's according to their website. The company also tests those explosives on the 1,300-acre campus. They also have been awarded numerous military contracts, primarily from the U.S. Army and Navy. And that's according to public records. Produced items including bulk explosives, small breaching charges, and land mines. Officials at the Pentagon told Associated Press that they were aware of the explosion and were looking into the situation. This company also was fined $7,200 for OSHA violations back in 2019. There were 3 violations recorded. 1 violation described as being related to sanitation and not serious. The other 2 violations are categorized as other. The company is cooperating with law enforcement right now. And this area, this facility is on the border of Hickman and Humphreys County, about 60 miles southwest of Nashville. This is what's left. That's the truck. You can make that music out. This was a huge explosion, looking at it close up. So yeah, it's going to take them a while to recover and figure out where the start of this was. Try to find any remains if they can. Yeah, that building's gone. And this is an underground building because you can see right here. Oh, wow. All the way in the parking lot. Dang. It's like a war zone. A war zone. So I'm going to definitely send prayers out to their family. I can't imagine sitting there having to wonder and kind of know what's going on. So thank y'all for coming in. I appreciate it. For the support. I will see you guys in another video later. And y'all take care. If you haven't hit the like, please hit that like, share the video out, and leave your comments after the video is done because that helps the channel get out to more people. Because the way it's looking pretty soon, y'all might not be seeing no videos from me over here. Because your girl got to go to work. Okay? She got to go to work on her other channels. But this is a sad situation. You're right, Moon MB. Thank y'all for coming in. I appreciate y'all from coming in. Hey, Ozo Loring. Hey, Martin. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Hey, Chocolate Notes. Jessica, thank you for coming in. Just Plankin, making it make sense. Good to see you, Lydia. Marsha, Shatika, as always. Subliminal. Simply Bell, if I missed you when I was like typing it in, I apologize. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Thank y'all again for coming in. I'll see y'all in the next video.